Hello again, everybody. It's Josh. I've got a shorter video coming today from unexpected repair. As I was getting ready to take all the body mounts out, little rubber mounts out to pick the back end of the car up and slide the new trunk floor that I got in place. And I'm working my way from the front on the way towards the back, and I got to the mounts that are underneath the rear seat. So you kind of see the bracket there, where support piece is kind of covered in some sealant, and then the same thing right here. You can see that light coming through the hole where it goes on the floor. When I got to this one, the bolts came out just fine, but it also brought the bracket from the frame along with it. There's that here in the vise. We actually left the rubber chunks in the stack like they were when they came out. And as I was looking at it, what it looked like is, let's see if we can get a view, like it burned the edge without actually bonding until right here, this little protrusion at the bottom. And then on the other side, which is a lot longer, there's nothing up here until you get to one little spot right there. So this thing was not bonded on very well at all, and I have a feeling those welds failed in the Eisenhower administration, and I've got some more evidence to kind of suggest and lead me to that that bracket was just going along for the ride and actually held in place by the bolt attached to the body and not even like stuck to the frame for a very long time. There's no fresh metal there. It's not shiny at that weld break. It's all rusted over and corroded, like it's been exposed for a long time. And then I'll get here in the trunk and show you some other evidence I found to support that. So we got a spot here on the frame. You can see just a little piece right there. And right there is all the spot that had any weld on it. So I'm going to need to clean all this stuff up on the frame. And I'm going to bolt that bracket back in place with those crushed down original body mounts, since I still have all the old ones around everywhere else. And that'll set the height appropriately for when I swap everything out, because those new rubber mounts are taller because they're uncompressed. So if I put the new mount on that side to set it, then that one will actually sit lower than all the rest of them, and then it'll be kind of wonky. But anyway, when I was looking over on this side, let's see if I can shine the light up underneath. Let's see if this is coming through. There's a crack right here next to where this body mount is. I have a feeling that with that other side, the support being failed, the bracket not actually attached, whenever someone was sitting in the back seat of this car and it was going along, it was putting all that stress on the passenger side body mount and caused that fatigue crack there. So it's not a big worry for me, because one, I could either weld up that crack, which I'm not actually going to do. I've got that particular portion that's cracked as part of the floor that I have, the entire cab floor. So when I replace that, I'll just come up a little higher and replace this spot with the new panel. So that should work out pretty well. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how you can trace through and see, like, well, this thing wasn't supported, and then you can see where it moved the stress somewhere else, and you get all the evidence you need to, like, kind of track that down. But yeah, that was caused by, you know, the vibrations when this thing was actually going down the road way back when. So literally, you know, within a year or two or so after this thing was on the road, those welds must have failed. They can't have been very long. So yeah, anyway, I'll get this camera clamped up, and first off, I'm going to clean the bracket back up. You got to get the metal that is there ready and prepped for welding, and then I'll prep the frame and then get it zipped on. And I think that's all for this evening because it's kind of cold in the garage today and my propane heater is out of juice. So I'm using my lamp that puts out more heat than light to warm it up in here because it's I don't know if we can see the thermometer there. There's a little dot, but it's showing like 48, 46, something like that. Not too frigid, just not the most comfortable. So next time I'll have some warm days coming up. It's supposed to be in the 70s a couple days later this week. So that'll be nice to get this floor cut out and everything prepped and fit up and some of the patches that I need. And you can see right here it needs a little bit of patching, and on the passenger side here I'm missing the lower section down here, so I need to reconstruct some of that, but shouldn't be too bad. And then within a week I'll have this section of floor in and I can get started on the main section. So it's coming along. Anyway, stay tuned.